soon we'll have this video put on the YouTube so that all can watch this. Okay. Okay. The group discussion topic for the day is artificial intelligence, the way ahead. Artificial intelligence, the way ahead. The speakers are going to be. I have Giri Teja from Vijayanagaram, and we also have, before that I had forgotten to introduce you about principal of Sharda Public School, Sharda International School from Koppal, Uttara Karnataka. He was also part of the yoga team. He is Shri PRS Chakravarti, principal, and his children are available. I also welcome again principal of Nanda Convent School from Tanakpur. The principal is Shriman Bhuvan Chandra Joshi. I had a long interaction with him, a wonderful human and a great mentor for the students. I'll just read out the name of the speakers today. I also have Major Sutapa Chakrabarti. Sutapa, are you there? Can you unmute? Sutapa. And I have Shrijita Nath, Apurv Tiwari, Rohit, Ratandeep Nath, Adya Abhi, Ananya from Noida, Pranesh Rangarajan from Delhi, Devika M. Nair from Kolkata, Master Chinmay and Miss Purti from Sharda International School, Koppal, then Miss Anubha Garkoti and Miss Asta Gupta from Nanda Convent School, Tanakpur, Uttarakhand. We also have Shrimati Pushpa Bhatt. Pushpa Bhatt was also doing the yoga continuously. She is the PTA of the school, of Nanda Convent School. It's nice having you all around here. We have Miss Mridula from Canada. Mridula, are you there? Miss Mridula, can you unmute and speak?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Miss Mridula, she's there. She's an IT professional from Canada. She's one of our observers. And thank you so much. I would, VR sir, it is nice for having you around. In case you want to leave the meeting, you may, but if you want to stay, you can, and continue to listen to. And I also have scores of others, students and well-wishers and parents. And Miss Rasitara Santosh, a Bharatanatyam dancer from Bengaluru. She joined us for the first time. And I'm very sure Ananya would have been benefited by the Chakki Asana. And thanks for being here. And over to the speakers. I'll just unpin all of you so that you can be seen on the screen. Just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, I think I've got the speakers on the screen and I am unpinning everyone. Okay, Shrijita, are you there? Shriju? Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please start. Please start the discussion. Chakravarti sir, can you hear please?
Yes.
Okay, all of you can keep your mic unmuted and the speakers will speak, observers will observe. Then I'll request from both the principals and Major Sutapa Chakravarti and Ms. Mridula to have few words in the final. Start. Shrijita, your video is off. Can we have Miss Anubha Gargoti, Asta Gupta, have your mics on? Okay, Pranesh, can you start?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I start with a brief sloka if you don't mind?
Yeah, please start. All yours, no problem. Start.
Om Shruti Smriti Purana Malayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Sankaram Loka Sankaram Ramanujam Dayapatram Gana Vairagya Bhushanam Srimad Venkatanatharya Vande Vedanta Desikam Pratama Sujanaya Punse Majyam Durjanaya Namaha Sadvam Atakritam Yau Sadupakara Pakaratma. This sloka I particularly recited it. It has been written in Subhashita Nevi, a very good treatise written by Nigamanta Desikam, which says that I personally wish the people with good deeds and the people with bad deeds. So if I help others, I will get the benefit. If I don't help others, people will frame me very bad. So the same has been associated with the artificial intelligence as well.
Oh wow.
You know the yeah. So artificial
Pranesh,
intelligence
can you just tilt your phone? We can't see you fully. Yeah, this is okay. This is
is
okay.
it okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So historically, one can find artificial intelligence in a tree in Ramayana called as Yoga Vasishtha. So this particular frame has been considered as the inner journey of Rama as the narration goes in that piece. So there used to be an asura called as Sambarasura. Now generally when we think of asuras in colloquial meaning, it generally terms as an evil or a demon. But actually in Rig Veda, asura means people who, the demon, what do you say, the bad people who had the mystical powers to influence the people. So what that Sambarasura did is he had created three robot names, Dama, Vyala and Kata. So accordingly, they were designed with three qualities. Dama means something dealing with tame, subdue, conquer. Vyala means something with cruelty and snake-like form, very much sharp intruder, very much of a destroyer kind. And Kata means something, it's been correlated with the modern day tanks who are assisting the soldiers in the battlefield. And so what happens is Sambarasura, he trains them with a special mindset in order to win the battles against the so-called Adityas, or I think in modern days they were considered as good people or with the gods. So slowly what happens is they themselves develop something called in modern days artificial consciousness. Now, what we develop in our day-to-day life is generalized consciousness about a particular topic or particular ideology in which he or she gets themselves influenced. Now, similarly, they get themselves influenced and thereby their own consciousness gets developed as a result. So what happens is they start fighting amongst themselves. Dama, Vyala, Kata, all the three started fighting or started fighting among themselves. So what this Aditya did with his own, that is with his own human consciousness, he started manipulating their ideology in such a way that the fighting among themselves got intensified and thereby they themselves got distracted as a process.
Wow,
So
okay, Pranesh, that's a wonderful start. We just got about 15 minutes and so many speakers. It's just going to
okay,
be a kind of a discussion. It's a great start. We never thought that we will have a start like this. I think, gentlemen, round of applause to Pranesh. A fantastic job.
thank you.
Okay, Srijita, Miss Srijita, can you take on? Can you continue from your thoughts? Sriju, are you there? Can you open your video? Yeah, Sriju. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, 2 minutes.
am I
Yeah, 2 minutes.
visible audible to everyone?
Yeah, clear, clear.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Pranesh. That was actually a very unique way of seeing into artificial intelligence. Even I wasn't aware of this side of how the conceptualization of artificial intelligence came into existence. However, shifting it to how the computers take artificial intelligence and apply it to our daily life. Um, so you see, the computer systems, they take the most normal repetitive tasks that we do on day-to-day basis that need simple human intelligence, and they replicate that. They learn from our activities and they replicate that and they perform the same activities on our behalf. And this concept is for the computers known as artificial intelligence. For now, it can include simple, perceptions such as visual perceptions or auditory responses.
Okay,
So
Shriju,
all of
Shriju, if I
these
can
small
interrupt.
things, the
Shrijita, I think your no, net internet speed is very slow. Neither we can hear you clearly nor your video is
okay,
clear. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you because we can't hear you clearly. Can you just check your connections once again? And
okay,
can I request Apurv Tiwari for some few words from you? Apurv? Can you have your
Yes, sir.
yeah,
So,
Apur. Open your video, please.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
So artificial intelligence is basically any technology which involves any kind of process or any usage of device which can make a human's work easy, right? So as Shriju very well said that we don't have to perform those repetitive tasks and that becomes easy for us. Now, that could include anything from our Amazon, Flipkart buying suggestions to human robots such as Sophia. So all the Flipkart suggestions, they give suggestions based on our shopping. What is that? That this artificial intelligence, the backend analyzes what our kind of behavior is through our purchases, and that suggests our future buying products. So that is also a kind of artificial intelligence. Moreover, talking about the human robots or military grade robots, they can perform tasks on their own without giving any command. For example, a military grade robot, if sees a threat coming from any direction, it can reciprocate appropriately. So all these things constitute between artificial intelligence as well. But as a coin has two sides, artificial intelligence does too. It all depends upon whether the human creating the artificial intelligence, because ultimately a human brain is behind artificial intelligence. So the user and the creator of these artificial intelligence intentions matter as to what their intentions is. If they aim to make our life easier, then it's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
That's a
But
great
if
going.
it is to
Yeah, Apur, nice. That you've gone into that field of how robotics and how the material management and how the logistics elsewhere could be effectively handled with this. We'll get back to you. So nice. Can I have Miss Asta Gupta? Miss Asta Gupta, are you there? Can you unmute?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Miss Asta, please unmute. Open your video. Yeah. Over to you, Miss Asta.
Good morning, all. So, in my view, artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science which looks toward us in turning computers into a smart technology, which simply demonstrate that it is opposed to our natural humanity knowledge, which is used for understanding and learning the activities which we can also do. Like we use today many web series, YouTube, and our phone by unlocking our face and fingerprints, and so many else. Basically, it is our knowledge given by humans to the computer to understand what we want to use.
Very nice.
All
Okay.
applications included in this.
Lovely, lovely. That's a lovely add-on, Ms. Asta, that the basics of how to get into that field of artificial intelligence. Well, we'll get back to you. Can I have Master Chinmay? Master Chinmay, is he there? Master Chinmay, and by what name is he logged in? I don't know. There's so many available here. Okay, Master Chinmay, is it by the name
Yes, sir.
Prithvi Hosmani? Is it by the name?
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
Master
sir.
Chinmay, I'm pinning you.
Yeah.
Please come onto the screen. Master Chinmay.
Yes, sir.
Have your video on, Master? Is your video on? Okay, no problem. You can
Yes, sir.
speak. Yeah, we can hear, we can see you. Master Chinmay, yeah, please, with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, before you start, let me tell you, Chinmay looks very handsome. He's a very cute boy. Good. Start.
Actually, sir, I know very little about this artificial intelligence.
No problem.
So,
Huh.
I really think it's really useful in helping us to our daily basis,
Okay.
and we get a lot of benefits from it. Like it can help us during this pandemic. We can get our groceries online, so it's a great help.
Wow. That's really, really wonderful. Let me tell you, Chinmay, you're feeling a little shy. Maybe this is your first exposure like this online speaking. Don't you worry, we'll have it every week. Just prepare, put your thoughts together. That's a very valid point. He says during the pandemic, nobody ever thought of speaking about pandemic and artificial intelligence. What he says is absolutely right. Today, majority of our jobs are being done through artificial intelligence, and it is helping us tremendously during this pandemic. I'll get back to you, Chinmay. So nice of you. Can we have Miss Garkoti? Miss Garkoti, are you there? Yeah, Anubha Garkoti, can I pin you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Anubha Garkoti, please come onto the screen. Yeah, Anubha, please, with
Thank
you.
you so much. So, in my views, artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. Siri, Alexa, Cortana, Google Assistant, these are all forms of AI or artificial intelligence, but it extends far past voice-activated assistance. Artificial intelligence is basically the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems, and almost all businesses today employ some types of artificial intelligence, some more complicated than others. It is the need of present scenario. Artificial intelligence can be categorized as weak or strong. This artificial intelligence is a system designed and trained for a particular task like voice-activated assistance. It can maybe answer your question or obey a program command, but it can't work without human interaction. Whereas strong artificial intelligence is a system with generalized human cognitive abilities, meaning it can work without human intervention. A self-driving car is an example of artificial intelligence, and that uses a combination of computer vision, images and recognition and deep learning to pilot a vehicle while staying in a given lane and avoiding unexpected pedestrians.
Very nice, Miss Anubha. I think very nicely put it. So let me tell you, all these children, they got very short notice. Maybe both Sharda International School and Nanda Convent School kids. I just told them yesterday. Maybe next week when you join, I'll give you adequate notice so that you have enough time to prepare and do well. It's really wonderful. You guys took pains to gather knowledge and speak to us. I'll get back to you, Ms. Anubha. And can I have Shriju? Shriju, can you take on again if your connection is okay?
I hope I am clear now.
Okay, you're fairly okay. Yeah, please speak.
Okay. So, actually, artificial intelligence, as everyone has said, it is good at capturing the preferences of humans and personalize it for our own benefit. That is the tactic that big companies like Amazon and Google are using. However, I think since a fairly good point raised by Mr. Chenmai here was that how it's working during the pandemic. So since I am already in the biotechnology field, I have a fair idea of how it works in the medical industry. So I might want to throw a bit of light on that. So artificial intelligence currently is being used as a tool for drug discovery, drug development process, especially in coding of the genetic sequences that we are finding in viruses, not just viruses but pathogens in general. We try to look into their genetic material and we try to find anomalies, we try to find specific sequences that could be the possible protein that is causing harm in human body. And to identify these sequences, artificial intelligence is playing a very important role.
Very good, Shriju, and it's very nicely put. It's good going. Can I have Giri Teja? Giri Teja on the screen? Yeah, I'm pinning you. Acha, all of you, when you want to see the speaker pinned, go to your select box and you can pin them. You can see them big on the screen. Now I am seeing Giri Teja big on the screen. Yeah, Giri, with you.
Yes, 1 minute.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Good morning, all. As all speakers have said that artificial intelligence is helping us in this pandemic situation and also reducing our work. And as Ms. Anubha said that it is helpful in in the type of Google Assistant, and Chinmay also in this pandemic situation it helps. But nowadays it is growing and growing. Like even in villages and small towns like us, we have robots in our restaurants also. And recently we have tested the driving car in recent times for the 35 minutes and hope it will come in the future also. Artificial is taking over all the human activities in future, But there is a one point to be noted that taking all over the human activities, there is a one situation where the populous countries like us, like China and India, we will be lack of employment. Many people nowadays only there are many unemployed youth in our country due to this overtaking of artificial intelligence fully. Many people will be unemployed in future also.
Okay, yeah, okay. That is a very, very genuine kind of concern, Giri Teja. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll get back to you on this. We cannot do away with this. No, artificial intelligence, it is here to stay. And only thing we'll have to manage ourselves to see how we get along with this and live. But the concern what you raised is very, very true. Very, very true. If computers and artificial intelligence replaces the entire human workforce, then where is the human touch into this? It's a very nice topic. Okay, can we have Miss Spurti? Yeah, somebody. Yeah, who? Can we have Miss Spurti?
What I was saying that yes, artificial intelligence performs our tasks, but the thing that is that we humans have to develop our skills according to the artificial intelligence. We cannot let artificial intelligence do all our tasks. Absolutely. That is not entirely possible.
Absolutely.
So we have to develop our skills towards artificial intelligence and working collaboratively with that.
Very
so
true.
That would ensure that we don't lose our jobs.
Okay, Shriju, something?
Yes, sir. As Mr. Giri very fairly pointed out that artificial intelligence has a very good scope of taking away a lot of employment opportunities. So what we can do to deal with this is that when companies are coming up with technologies which could possibly take away a lot of employment opportunities, they should also provide for the people who might get unemployed due to this.
Very right.
For example, Amazon is already providing this service is that when certain field is emptying up because of artificial intelligence technology.
Very right. Okay. Srijita, we'll get back to you. That's very, very valid. What Apur spoke and what Srijita added on the concerns of what Giri Teja had is very, very relevant. Can we have Miss Spurti? Miss Spurti, by what name you've logged in? I don't know. Is it by Vani Hiremat? Vani Hiremat? Correct. I'm unpinning you. Miss Spurti is again from Sharda International School, Koppal. Miss Spurti, we can't see you clearly. Can you just wipe out your camera lens? I think it's slightly. Anyway, okay, fine.
No, it is like that. Okay.
Yeah, good, no problem. Yeah, it's foggy. Yeah, Miss Spurti, over to you, please. I can hear you.
So the artificial intelligence is a very vast subject, sir. And we can also say that artificial intelligence is a science and engineering of making intelligent machines. Now, as I am a student, I have come to the education field of artificial intelligence. For a very long time, the education system has treated every student as same. But the truth is that every student is unique. In the future, we'll see that the artificial intelligence systems customize the learning experience for the students based on their strengths and weaknesses. This will enable the students to enjoy their learning process.
Very good. So you're thinking it from the academics point of view. It's very relevant because for your seniority, ladies and gentlemen, Master Chinmay and Miss Spurti are just from class 9. And Anubha Garkoti and Asta Gupta, they are of class 10. Now as they grow up in life, see, this is what it is. At any stage in life, we identify the requirements, what is relevant to us at that point in time. I am very, very thankful these little ones who dare to speak along with others like Pranesh. I think Pranesh and Apurv, they are the senior-most in the lot. Then comes maybe Giri Teja, then Srijunath, all these people. I never believed age should be a criterion to group people for any discussion. Because see, had it been only people of Pranesh Rangarajan's seniority, then we would have not got these inputs of what a little one thinks from her point of view. And today, gentlemen, age and availability of knowledge wherever it is, defying the fact of age at all. I am very sure when we listen to the observers, Dr. Chakravarti, Principal Sri Bhuvan Joshi and Miss Mridula and Major Sutapa, we will get to hear something different from this. Okay, Miss Anukya, thank you, Miss Spurti, logged in from Vani Hiremat. That's very, very relevant. What you spoke is so nice. Okay, for others to listen, the topic for next week is going to be NEET, NEET, National Eligibility Entrance Test and its effect. Because every state has taken up things into various things, which is very, very academic in nature. I am sure Chinmay, Spurti, Anubha, Asta, Giri Teja is also educating little ones. He's got a lot of interaction in the academic field. Pranesh and everyone, please prepare this topic. Next week we will have. Okay, Chinmay, can you have once more on the screen? Master Chinmay, are you there? Would you want to come?
Sir? Yes, sir.
Yeah, Pranesh, I'll come back to you. Pranesh, I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Chinmay, can I have you on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Chinmay is by the name. Just a moment.
Prithvi.
Prithvi. Chinmay is on the screen again. Yes, Chinmay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, something from you want to say?
Yes, sir. As everyone had already said, sir, it could also be used in medical. So some people, people working in medical store, they might not know, they might not have that knowledge to give to people. So if we replace them with robots, they might be able to give the correct medicine and assure them that this will help you with such things. So.
Excellent. Okay, for next week, if I can request the same speakers come, then you get possibly more exposure to talk about the topic. I've already given you NEET, National Eligibility or Entrance Test, national level, and what does this affect today at the state level or whatever it is. You can put your thoughts together. And Miss Anuhya Vankaru, would you want to say something, Miss Anuhya? Are you there in the audience? Okay. Is any other speaker who's been left with not having given a chance? You can just raise your hand or unmute your mic. We are going to wind up because the way ahead. Okay, fine. Can I have Pranesh Rangarajan coming on the screen? Pranesh will speak and wind up also. Yeah, Pranesh,
Okay.
with you. Yeah.
So I would like to present a few more things that AI is being, very much progressive in our day-to-day life activities. Now, during the COVID pandemic, we had noticed the huge outcry about the remdesivir drug. It was very much astonishing to say when the COVID data started published in the public domain, people started using the same artificial intelligence in finding the fact that remdesivir had the molecular binding energy of minus 326 kilojoules per mole. This binding energy was very much profoundly discovered, and so the outcry started that remdesivir will be the only choice of drug. There is no other antiviral which very much fit enough against COVID. And now then coming to in medicine field itself, now when we do endoscopic studies for detecting any internal cancers, so there are companies who have started collecting those internal endoscopic images, and they are slowly feeding it into artificial intelligence so that whenever a person introduces endoscope into the body, the artificial intelligence automatically starts sensing whether the outgrowth is profound or not.
Okay.
And there are many people in there is a company called Echo. So what they do is they are specialized with the cardiovascular recordings of our heartbeats and other parameters. So they have this feature called AI Assist. So whenever they get a cardiovascular recording in form of an ECG or any other, the Einthoven's triangle recording. So what that AI does is it diagnoses and tells you that so and so pathology is present in the they do even mention the a region of the heart where it is involved.
Okay.
And as far as crowd and traffic management is concerned, Israeli companies, I think one or two companies are there. What they are doing is, with the help of facial recognition camera assistance, they are responsible in controlling the traffic management present in the cities. And it is very much interesting to see that even India is into the loop with the Indo-Israeli cooperation. That the same technology is being done on a pilot study in city in Bangalore, India. So now coming to music part, as our Yajnaram sir is very much interested in it. But yeah, many AI scientists have used that Google AI project, developing its own music. So the project itself says that you just need to feed the notes, it will start generating its own music.
Superb, superb. Thank you, Pranesh. I think we're running short of time. We have. Yeah, please.
Sir, my student Anuya want to speak.
Yeah, please. Oh, okay. What is her name? Ananya.
Anuya.
Yeah, Anuya. Yeah, I was asking for her. Okay. Yes, Anuya Vankaralu, over to you. I'm pinning you, Anuya. Yeah, Miss Anuya, you're there? Anuya, we can't hear you. Can you have your video on?
Good morning, sir. I'm Anuya.
Yeah, please. Open your video, Anuya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Continue. Yeah.
Sir, I would like to add one point regarding artificial intelligence. Nowadays, it is also used in modern warfare. In modern warfare, scientists are providing exoskeletons for the soldiers, which helps them provide more strength for fighting.
Oh, that's really wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, Anuya wants to join the forces very soon. We'll get her joining the training academy. We all wish you very best, Miss Anuya. Please join next week. Next week, the topic which I've announced. So prepare for that. Fine. Now, okay. Now we'll have the speaking from the observers. I have Miss Mridula. She joined from Canada. She's a very, very busy girl, and I'm very thankful she's available today here. Dr. Chakravarti, if it is okay for you, I will have Miss Mridula speaking. She may like to leave. Mridula, are you there? Miss Mridula? Miss Mridula, over to you. Over to you. Tell me your points of view, what you have heard from them, and what is your appreciation about their kind of preparation for this, and what suggestions you have for them. Can you hear us? Yeah, Miss Mridula, can you speak?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Good morning, everyone from India. It's very, very inspiring to hear. And the first, I think, Yajnaraman sir, what you have done is brought the right collection here. I can say that. Love very youth, 9th, 10th, I just love the crowd. Because when I think I saw one great student from 9th standard when she is although like a textbook, but the interest they give to collect the points and, just study, that's very inspiring. And also, I think we have a mixed crowd of little bit elderly, mid-20s, mid-30s, because as we are growing up, not everybody sees the angle. So that girl said each student is unique, right? I have a concept of this, like in China, what they are doing is that in a classroom setup, they have robots. It's similar to AI and it's been fed. And it takes the math class and children, they put the headset and they just listen to the robot and the workshop class is done. So this is the future of the students. But this can't be done because each student is unique, as you were saying. That's very much correlated because not everybody likes, to be just fed with some data. Very and true. Coming to another girl, she said that like Tesla, they are self-made cars. They have everything fed. So you don't have to, you can just have something in your hand, just listen to music, even play a guitar in the car and it's gonna drive you. So now, but all those bases, what Giri Teja said, that's a point even I was trying to catch, that somebody's gonna speak. The main thing is that it's gonna get rid of the jobs. And every technology that is coming in, as even said in Bhagavad Gita, that as humans are getting more and more smart, they know how to create, but they don't know how to control. They don't know where to stop at it. That's the main problem. It's happening even US. We see the US technology. It's the #1 country, but they don't know. They are leading to a disaster in one day, right? One day everything shuts down. The New York is down. Some crisis happens. They don't know how to control. Even Sundar Pichai, he says that AI is kind of repetitive task we feed. But for all this kind of different technologies, what we are doing is that main thing is we need data. Predefined data. Like even the Sundar Pichai, he said, like let's say I go to China. China is mainly like Tamil Nadu, right? Everything is in Tamil. And if you go to China, you need to know hardcore Chinese. right? Even you hack their phones, you can't read it because everything is in Chinese. They chat in Chinese, they talk in Chinese, everything is like that. So what this Sundar Pichai and Google company is doing is that I speak in English, it's going to convert it to me and China and reply back to Giri Teja. Let's say Giri Teja is a Chinese folk and he asked me something and I don't know how to speak China there, like Chinese language. I'm going to speak something in English, but that's going to convert. The AI is going like such a boom, boom, boom. And it's definitely helpful for people as we are, crossing the globe, working across virtually, doing multiple stuff. It's helping, but we need to know where to stop and how to,
thank you, Ms. Mridula. That's really
balance the equation of jobs and how to control.
Thank you so much. You're a very, very busy girl. We know that, but thanks for having given time to us. And next week, the topic I told you, if you're available, please join us. It's so kind of you. Can we have Dr. Chakravarti? Dr. Chakravarti is also a trained NCC, associate NCC officer, and he had a long career in academics. Today he is heading an institution, the Sharda International School at Uttara Karnataka, Koppal, and a very, very learned person, and he is superb in his mathematics field. He is a PGT mathematics otherwise. It's nice to have you, sir, around. It's been long years, but we never worked together. But it is a kind of a mutual admiration club. I have admiration for him. So fantastic. So, sir, thank you for having sponsored a couple of your children. It's nice to hear Master Chinmay, a handsome boy. He's got a bright future in Kannada film industry also, I can say. And Miss Spurti. Sir, over to you. About a couple of words from you, please. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me, having me here in this wonderful platform. First of all, let me tell Wing Commander Yajna sir, I heard much about him, about his initiatives and his inclination for Indian music and his wonderful work in Science School Bhubaneswar, Science School Gorakal, which yielded fantastic intake to National Defence Academy, the prime aim of Sainik schools. Thank you so much, sir. And this is a very wonderful platform mixed with, yoga and this kind of youth empowerment you can take up. Coming to the point today, artificial intelligence, as the name itself suggests that it is artificial. It can't replace the human intelligence. The ultimate discretionary power should be to the human being, like, cultured human being. When it comes to, certain things which we can't do, our human discretionary power need not intervene. There we can focus and explore this one. But certainly when human intervention is required, there we can control. As the point rightly said by the previous speaker, we should know where to end. Therefore, Giri, no need to worry that the employment will go off. We have to live with it. Artificial intelligence is the future, no doubt in that. But it is up to us to train the young men to use that effectively, to grow that sensibility. That is where education comes in. Actually, that's why definitely this artificial intelligence, we have to live with that, but we have to draw the line correctly where that can be used effectively, where that can be. Recently we have an incident that one drone has dropped some few bombshells near Kashmir. That kind of thing, no, it is up to us to how to prevent. The remedy is once again an artificial intelligence. If anything is coming like that, we have to invent such a machines that it should stop or it should cut the signal to such disastrous things. So I'm not a technical person, but I have the idea that artificial intelligence is the only remedy for harmful artificial intelligence again.
Excellent, sir. I think that's very, very, very nicely put. Thank you so much, sir. We will meet next week again. Can we have Miss Megha And Mr. Srikanth on the screen, please. Ms. Megha is an IT professional. They've joined us from Noida. They've been observing the talk and they've done the yoga also in the morning. Megha, are you there, Megha? Can we have you on the screen? I'm pinning you. Okay, you're traveling, right? You're driving? Okay, you're there. Yeah, please. Yeah, over to you.
Yes, sir. I have heard a lot of people talking a lot and about AI, artificial intelligence, which is there in all kind of things, whether it is a corporate, whether it is a scientist, whether it is anybody who's using it. It is quite very easy with it, but the kind of human emotions which we have, it cannot be provided with it. So the most disadvantage of this AI would be a lot of stress. People who deal with it can definitely do. People who cannot will definitely go into a lot of stress. And one important point has already been taken care by Mr. Teja, that employment insecurity is one, which is, everyone wants to earn money. But if it is replaced by robots, one person earlier would be doing, 10 people would be doing similar kind of job, and there is a way of checking and verifying at every end. But the point is, if all that thing is given by robot, I don't think so a single human being is, even in metro stations you see there are no human anywhere in the the vending machines have come, or everything is like automated. Everything is automated. So at point of time we definitely should appreciate that we are growing ahead. But at the same time there has to be a thin line to deal with it.
Yeah, thank you, Megha. That is how Ms. Mridula had put it rightly. She said in Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned that humans are wonderful to create things. They don't know how to sustain it and to control it, where to stop it. That's why I think both of you on a congruence speaking the same thing. Is Mr. Srikanth around? He is left. He's there.
I just left.
Thank you so much. Please thank him from our side. We will meet next week again. Thank you so much. Can we have Mr. Bhuvan Joshi, the principal of Nanda Convent School from Tanakpur, would sponsor a couple of students. Mr. Bhuvan, over to you, sir. Please.
Yes, sir. Sir, I thank you very much for organizing such a wonderful program, and especially yoga and this competition. And by watching this video, we can unite our body, mind and soul. This is very important in the present day scenario. And our children got very little time to prepare for it.
Yeah. My apologies because yesterday it so happened. I thought of involving a couple of them. So this week I've announced the topic now itself. Same thing will happen. We will announce the topic right on the day.
Thank everybody, and I especially thank Vinkamandan Ekdarman sir, who has been a boss in Sunday School Ghorakal. I worked under him. He's a wonderful person. He's a musician. He's a good singer, and he's a very organized personality. And I learned a lot of things from him.
Thank you so much. And in fact, I was so happy having served with you. It was an amazing time I had with you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Namaskaram. Then can we have Major Sudhapa Chakrabarti? She happens to be an old student of Sainik School, Bhubaneswar, where Dr. Chakrabarti had a tenure. Sudhapa, can we have you on the screen, please? Sudhapa, are you there? Yeah, welcome, Sudhapa. Long years. It's nice to have you around. Over to you, please. Yeah.
Yes, I can
see a huge
good
smile.
Morning, everyone. I am Major Sudhapa. Actually, I was in Indian Army for 10 years and now I have left. Presently, I am in Jammu with my husband. Husband is also an Indian Army officer. Coming to this artificial intelligence, yes, it was my core field long back. In 2001, I passed my engineering and then I was in Signals Corps, which is a completely Corps of Signals, which is of Indian Army, which is into technology and going towards artificial intelligence. Yes, it's a way ahead, and things will move on towards it, and we actually moving towards it. It's a human assimilation, or as everyone are beautifully explained about it. The thing is here what we have. We are going towards artificial intelligence as we see Alexa, Siri. These are a way, they are following artificial intelligence. Rather, they are not exactly what is supposed to be artificial intelligence. biotechnology, everywhere, every field, even in military it is starting. So everywhere artificial intelligence is working. Yes, they have, everything has an advantage and disadvantage, and we as a human being are beyond any machine, where we have our own mind, where we can think that what to do and what not to do. So same thing is not with the machines. Obviously, even if there is a human intervention, still there is a lacking of human intervention in these machines. And years to come also, even machines started thinking as humans. It is very, very difficult. But yes, we have to move ahead with the time, and learn. Those who are in the fields, they are excelling. But here, the thing is, humans are great. Okay. Human minds are great.
Thank you, Major Sutapa. That's really, really wonderful. It's nice to have you around. In fact, Sutapa was our student in Sainik School, Bhubaneswar, and when she came on screen, there was a big smile on Dr. Chakravarti's face. So am I. She's a very, very dear child of ours. She did extremely well in her studies, and her father was our PGT English in Sainik School, Bhubaneswar. He did a fantastic job, Mr. Chakravarti. He is retired now from the service. And thank you, Sutapa, for being here around. We're running short of time. And I really, really thank each and every of the speaker and observers who have spared time to be here with us to educate each other us. And in fact, every day, I was so amazed to listen to little ones like Spurti, Chinmay, Miss Anubha, Asta. They are just class 9 and 10. See the kind of interest they had. And Mr. Pranesh Rangarajan had a great start. He gave something, it was a bombshell dropping. Oh my God, what is this? The way he started and the way he connected so nicely, so smartly with music and military warfare. And so is Miss Mridula. She spoke so well, quoting examples from all over. Megha gave a new perspective to it. And Giri Teja gave a surprise by telling, come on, don't keep on increasing artificial intelligence, and what will human do? This is a very, very debatable topic, very, very debatable. And Giri Teja happens to be Dr. Chakravarti's student again. So see the kind of legacy continuing. I'm so happy that today artificial intelligence is what connected us today. Today, if Yagna from a remote corner of Coimbatore could talk to Miss Mridula in Canada, and Megha in Noida, and Thanakpur, Dr. Joshi, and Koppal, Dr. Chakravarti, and all over the world. And it is again, Jammu is the place, where she's staying, where, the drones were dropped. So Sutapa was, should have felt the impact of artificial intelligence. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it's really, really wonderful to have you around here. And I think this kind of sponsoring, I'm very thankful to the principals, amidst the tight schedules. I know Dr. Chakravarti, Mr. Bhuvan Joshi, they have very, very tight schedule, managing the schools and students, residential schools. They have so much of job in hand. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being here. And thanks, Major Sutapa. Next week, again, we'll try to have you around here. I'm slightly running behind schedule. It's wonderful to have you all around here. Jai Hind. Thank you so much. Namaskar.